What's up YouTube, Alvaro here. Welcome to the Bilingual Stock Market channel again. On this channel we talk about the markets and we do it in English and Spanish as well, so you can pick your preferred language. And in this video, and as I do it Mondays through Thursdays, I want to make a quick stock market update. So I want to break down some technicals, going over the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq 100 as well, which are the most important indices of the United States stock market. And at the end of the video, I am going to break down from a technical standpoint as well 3 stocks and 1 cryptocurrency that tomorrow are going to be on the very top of my personal watch list. So without further ado, let's get started. And when we still have 40 more minutes in today's trading session, we are having once again a quiet day in the market, and the indices that underperformed in yesterday's trading session today are having a positive day. So the Russell 2000 is up as of now 0.29%, and the Dow Jones Industrial Average is also up 0.58%. The S&P 500 is pretty much breaking even, up 0.11%, and it is actually about to reach all-time high at 4,300, and we are going to check on that in just a second. And the Nasdaq is down 0.12%. And guys, before going over the S&P and the Nasdaq, I wanted to show you the seasonal chart of the S&P 500, because today we are having the last day of the month and the last day of the quarter. So what's the average performance of the stock market, and therefore the S&P 500, because the S&P is the most important index out of the bunch, during the month of July, guys? So, and as you guys can see over here in this S&P 500 index seasonality chart, typically, guys, July is a rocket ride for the S&P 500, as you guys can see over here. So June typically is a negative month, then July is a very solid month, August is a choppy month, September is, September, kicks off in a positive way on average, and then we sell off into the end of the month, and from October and until December we pretty much have a rocket ride in the S&P 500. So if this seasonality of the S&P happens to play out as it does on average, we can make the case that July is going to be a very positive month for the stock market in general terms. So let's see how this plays out in the month of July. And keep in mind, guys, that today we had 3 very interesting IPOs. So the first one was Bbby. This is the Uber of China, or the Lyft of China. I would say the Uber of China, right? Because Uber is a bit larger than Lyft in terms of market cap. So we find as of now Bbby trading at $14.33. By the way, the ticker symbol is DIDI, and this stock is up 2.36%. And let me take a look at the market cap of Bbby. $5.3 billion. And if I remember correctly, this company was pretending to get up to a market cap of $6 billion. So we can make the case that this stock is pretty much underperforming relative to the expectations that were surrounding Bbby. Another IPO that we saw today was LegalZoom. And this is a company that I have used myself. They provide a very, very good service if you want to register a company online. And we find LegalZoom up 35%, my goodness, up $9 relative to the IPO price. And what about the market cap of LegalZoom? Let me check on that. $6.4 billion. And the other company, guys, that IPO today is Summitries. So let me see, Summitries. Oh, by the way, in the case of LegalZoom, guys, the ticker symbol is LZ. And Summitry, let me pull up this, which ticker symbol is XMTR. And in the case of this company, that by the way is an online marketplace, so this company is based here in the US and was founded back in 2013, and we are talking about a market capitalization of $3.6 billion, and we find Summitry up 87%, guys, up $38. So I don't really like, dealing with IPOs. So for me, in order to take a trade with any of these new companies that started to trade publicly today, I need to wait at least, guys, 2 or 3 months, okay, to have so I can have a good technical information in order to determine entry prices, price targets, and levels of support and resistance. Okay, so these were the 3 IPOs that we had today: Bbby, Summitries, and Legal Zoom. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the S&P 500 and what is going on over here. And I insist, guys, on the fact that this index is very overbought. So we find the RSI at 70 points. And in my opinion, and this would be the most healthy outcome for both the S&P or the NASDAQ. So we either see a pullback in these 2 indices, so the RSI of these indices can come back to earth, or maybe another possible scenario would be the S&P and the NASDAQ trading sideways for the next trading sessions. Let's say, I don't know, for the next 5 or 6 trading sessions, in which case the RSI is going to chill out a bit and the moving averages are also going to be able to catch up. And from a support and resistance standpoint, guys, we are pretty much at the same spot that we were yesterday. So in terms of resistance, we are talking about 4,300 in the case of the S&P. And if we happen to see a pullback in this index, I am going to be looking at 4,270, which acted as a lower support on last Friday, and it also acted as a resistance on last Thursday, and it is also a former all-time high. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the good old NASDAQ 100. And I think that this index is actually in negative territory. I mean, it is pretty much breaking even, guys. The NDX is down as of now 0.06%, and it is trading at 14,563 points. And let me pull up the 4-hour and take a look at the RSI of the NDX, guys. And as I said in yesterday's video, this is absolutely ridiculous. The RSI is at 79 points, so I hope the NDX to pull back a bit, guys, for real. This is not healthy at all. And as I said in yesterday's video, every single time that I see the NASDAQ or the S&P just pulling up and up and up and up, I get a bit nervous, and this is pretty much the case. So in terms of support and resistance, I am going to call out the same levels that I called out in yesterday's video. From a support standpoint, I am going to be looking at 14,400, which acted as a lower support for the NASDAQ 100 on Monday, and it is also a previous all-time high that was reached on last Thursday. If the bulls happen to take on 14,582 points, which is the new all-time high of the NASDAQ 100, what are we looking at? I don't know, guys. We're going to be pretty much in no man's land. So what are we looking at? 14,600, 14,700? But if so, if the bulls happen to take on all-time high tomorrow or on Friday, I mean, what are we talking about? So how high can the RSI go on the 4-hour, guys? 85, 90 points? That isn't going to be healthy. So let's see if these 2 indices, the NASDAQ and the S&P, as I have been saying, can at least trade sideways for the next trading sessions. Now let's go ahead and take a look real quick at AMC Entertainment, which is a stock that we always break down here on the channel, and nothing new has happened, guys. So we are pretty much at the same spot that we were yesterday. AMC is going up as of now 0.39%, and it is trading at $56.63 when we still have 29 more minutes in today's trading session. So we have the very same scenario that we had in yesterday's video. So anything above $52 implies that the bulls are still in charge over here in the case of AMC, and the bulls have a huge task ahead of themselves, which would be take on $58, which is a previous area of resistance that has acted as such in plenty of times in the case of AMC Entertainment. And if the bulls happen to be able to take on $58, then the next important area of resistance is going to be $65, which is a previous area of resistance in which the bulls of AMC have failed at in 1 and 2 occasions before. So nothing new to say in regard to AMC Entertainment, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with this tape, guys. We still have a textbook consolidation process slightly above $52, and AMC is trading above the moving averages on the 4-hour chart. So anything could happen here at any moment. And the first or the second stock of this video, rather, guys, is going to be Bed Bath & Beyond, ticker symbol BBY. And in the case of this stock, guys, this was an absolute rocket ride in today's trading session. Bed Bath is going up as of now almost 10% when we still have 26 more minutes in today's trading session, and it is trading at $32.93. But guys, this morning, earlier today, Bed Bath was up almost 30%. Take a look at this. This is the perfect definition, guys, of a rocket ride. So Bed Bath went from $30.58 right at the opening of today's trading session up to almost $40. This was a push up of almost 28%, and this happens, guys, in a matter of, okay, let me see, 9:32 and 10 o'clock. So this rocket ride took, this almost 30% rocket ride took pretty much 30 minutes. Unbelievable, guys. This was absolutely unbelievable. And I closed the swing position that I showed you guys in the video that we posted on last Sunday that I had on Bed Bath. So I purchased 50 shares of Bed Bath at $32.23. That was like 10 days ago. So I paid $1,611 for those 50 shares, and I sold out of those shares today at $35.92. Arguably, I left some money on the table, but that's fine, guys, because profit is profit, and no one has ever gone bankrupt by locking in some profit. And I ended up making $180 over here, guys. This was a base hit, and base hits put you in the Hall of Fame. And obviously, since Bed Bath & Beyond pretty much fell off a cliff, as you guys can see over here, because this stock hit $40 and immediately started to sell off in a very aggressive way. So once BBBY found support at a previous area of support and resistance at around $32, I took advantage of that dip, and let me show you, I purchased 50 more shares of Bed Bath at, let me see over here, $32.36. So as of now, I have an unrealized profit over here of $33. And what's my plan when it comes to Bed Bath & Beyond? And by the way, guys, I was almost about to forget about this. BBBY reported earnings this morning, and they reported very decent earnings. So EPS came in at 5 cents versus 8 cents estimated, so they missed on EPS. Sales came in at $1.9 billion versus 1.8 estimated, 1.8 billion. However, they raised sales guidance for this year, for 2021, from $8.2 billion up to $8.4 billion. And you guys know that the markets laugh whenever a company raises a guidance. So that was the case of Bed Bath & Beyond, and that's why the stock of this company went on an absolute tear in today's trading session. So what's my plan when it comes to the 50 shares that I bought back today once we saw this massive drop after BBBY reached $40? So, and as I said, guys, I purchased at $32-ish because that's a previous area of support that already acted for Bed Bath back on June 7th, and it also acted as a lower support back on June 4th, but it also acted as an area of resistance for this stock back on June 14th. This stock was supposed from a technical standpoint to find a very good support at a previous area of support at around $32. And take a look at this, guys. $32 also acted as a resistance for Bed Bath back in March. So what's my plan? And let me pull up here real quick the 1 hour chart. So I want, guys, Bed Bath to consolidate slightly above $32. If so, I am going to, if I see Bed Bath consolidating for, let's say, a couple of trading sessions, I would add 50 more shares to the position that I just showed you, because that would be a sign from a technical standpoint that the bulls of Bed Bath are gathering strength, are building momentum in order to make another push higher in order to pay a visit once again to $39. And take a look at this, guys. Where did the bulls of Bed Bath failed today? At $39, which is the very same spot in which the bulls of Bed Bath were rejected back on June 8th. So that's my plan, guys. And if I pull up once again here the 4 hour, and if the support of $32 happens to be broken to the downside, which I don't think is gonna happen, guys, at least the markets take a huge hit as a whole, because this company reported very solid earnings. So if that support happens to be broken into the downside, and if Bed Bath & Beyond happens to pay a visit to $27, which is a previous area of support and resistance for this stock that already acted as such as a support on 1, 2, and 3 occasions before, but it also acted as a resistance back on May 27th, and it also did it back on May 26th, then at $27, I am going to be more than willing to add more shares to Bed Bath & Beyond. So in summary, guys, watch out for this stock. We are trading as of now at $33, and in my opinion, and again, I could be mistaken, I don't think that BBBY is going to break the support of $32, and anything above $32 is definitely a sign that the bulls are gathering momentum in order to make another push higher and maybe paying a visit to $39. And if that support happens to be broken into the downside, then I am going to be waiting for sure for BBBY at $27, no doubt about it. And now let's go ahead and take a look at another rocket ride, guys. Jinko Solar, ticker symbol JKS, and this is, and for those who are not familiar with Jinko Solar, this is a Chinese company that manufactures solar panels, and according to the experts, this is the largest solar panel manufacturer of the world. So watch out for Jinko Solar, and this company went absolutely ballistic, guys, on Friday on earnings. All right, so they reported EPS of 15 cents versus 2 cents estimated. So they really crushed expectations when it comes to EPS, and sales came in at $1.21 billion versus $1.19 billion estimated. So this was a beat all across the board. And since Friday, guys, Jinko Solar has gone up something like 57%. Unbelievable, like unbelievable. So in the case of Jinko, guys, I own some shares. I actually own 50 shares. So let me show you the position that I have opened as of now on Jinko, and I have 100 shares. Sorry, guys, I mean, I am taking trades all day long, and sometimes I don't even remember my own position. So I own 100 shares at an average cost of $56.30, and as of now I have an unrealized loss over here of $58, and I actually sold a coverage call that expires on July 16th, and this is a $65 call. So I have nothing to lose over here. If Jinko Solar happens to keep on going ballistic, I am going to keep the premium over here, and I am going, which is $147. It is good money, 150 bucks. And I am going to sell out of these shares at $65, which would imply for me something like a $700 profit in the case of Jinko Solar. And if Jinko Solar, you know, trades sideways for the next, during July, I am going to keep this premium anyway, right? So that's the play that I have on Jinko Solar as of now. So what's my plan when it comes to maybe adding more shares to the position that I just showed you guys? And Jinko is going down today when we'll still have 9 more minutes in today's trading session, 3%, and it is trading at $55.77, guys. And from a technical standpoint, we are at a critical area, guys. $56 already acted as a resistance for the stock of this company back on February 25th, sorry, and it also acted as a lower support for Jinko in 1, 2, and 3 occasions before. So I would be tempted, guys, actually, to be honest with all of you, to add more shares to the swing position that I just showed you if I happen to see Jinko bursting above $56 and consolidate slightly above $56 for quite some time, let's say for 1 or 2 trading sessions. I wouldn't do it right now because I wouldn't add more shares right now, guys, because take a look at the RSI on the 4-hour. It is at 71 points. It is very, but very elevated, and this stock needs to either trade sideways, as I just said, for 2 or 3 trading sessions, or maybe pull back a bit, in which case I think that maybe Jinko could pay a visit to $47, which is a previous area of resistance that already acted as such for this stock back on June 14th, but it also acted as a support on 1 and 2 occasions before. So at $47, I am going to be adding more shares to the swing position that I just showed you for sure. And if I happen to see Jinko bursting above, as I just said, slightly bursting above $56, sorry guys, and consolidate for 2 or 3 trading sessions slightly above $56, I think that I am going to add more shares, because that is going to be a sign that the bulls are gathering momentum in order to fill the gap up to the next important area of resistance for Jinko at around $69. Watch out for this push to the upside of Jinko Solar, guys. This is a very, but very volatile stock. You guys already saw what this stock did in just a matter of 2 days. It went up 50%. So a move from $56 or $57 up to $69 is something that this stock can make in one single trading session, no problem. That would be, guys, a move of almost 17%. As I just said, a piece of cake for Jinko Solar. So that's my plan, guys. So let's see what happens in the case of Jinko, and don't sleep on ticker symbol JKS. And now let's go ahead and take a look at ADA, guys, because many of you have asked me about ADA, about Cardano, and I am not an expert when it comes to cryptocurrencies by any stretch of the imagination. You guys know that I am long Bitcoin and I am long Ethereum as well. However, I have been very, but very successful, and you guys know that because if you happen to watch my videos on a daily basis, every single time that I take a successful trade on crypto, I show you guys those trades, and I have been very, but very successful taking trades on crypto. And in the case of ADA, I have a tiny long-term position opened, and as of now, we find Cardano trading at $1.39. And for me, because I gotta be honest with you guys, I haven't taken any trades so far on ADA. However, I am looking forward to take a trade on ADA anytime soon. And as I have been saying, in the case of Ethereum and in the case of Bitcoin, whatever is going to happen with most cryptocurrencies out there depends on whatever happens with crypto. So if Bitcoin happens to take another hit, and if Bitcoin happens to pay another visit to $30,000 or $29,000, I think that we are very likely to see ADA or Cardano paying another visit to 99 cents or $1, guys, which I believe that is a very, but very good price in order to start either start a trade on Cardano, or maybe to start a long-term position. So $1 already acted as a lower support for this cryptocurrency, guys, in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 occasions before. So that acted as a support, that area acted as a support back on June 21st, and it also acted as a support back in March, and it also did it back in May. So in my case, $1 is going to be a very attractive price in order to start a trade in the case of Cardano. And the most important area of resistance that we need to keep a close watch on in order to close any trade on Cardano, guys, is going to be $1.87, which is a previous area of resistance in which the bulls of Cardano already failed back on June 2nd, and they also failed at that level back on May 9th. So in my case, guys, $1, definitely that's a buy, no doubt about it, 100%. And the price target, or the most reasonable price target that I can call out from a technical standpoint, is going to be, as I just said, $1.86 or $1.87. And I think, guys, that the second Bitcoin happens to burst above $42,000, we are very likely to see Cardano bursting above $1.88 or $1.89 as well. And with Cardano, I am going to wrap up the video. Thank you very much for your attention, and thank you very much for hanging out with me once again. Remember, guys, that here on the Bilingual Stock Market channel, we are posting these stock market update videos Mondays through Thursdays as soon as the market closes. And I keep on repeating, as soon as the market closes. Sorry, guys, 2 or 3 hours after the market closes. So if you want to get all of the notifications of all of our videos in a timely manner, you have to be subscribed to the channel, but you also need to activate the notification bell right up there. Follow us on Instagram, guys, at Bilingual Stock Market. On our Instagram account, we are posting news and information on a daily basis, but most importantly, I am making call outs about the stocks that I have on my watch list before I make any moves throughout the trading session. So if you also want to have access to that information, go ahead and follow us on Instagram as well, as I just said, at Bilingual Stock Market channel. At Bilingual Stock Market, guys, sorry. And remember that this is the Bilingual Stock Market channel, the YouTube channel in which we talk about the markets, but we do it in English and Spanish as well, so you can pick your preferred language. But most importantly, this is the YouTube channel in which we know that the wonderful world of Wall Street is not for geniuses, it is for entrepreneurs just like you guys and myself. My name is Alvaro, and I will see you guys tomorrow once again, 2 or 3 hours after the market closes. Peace out.